people. Where do we begin describing people? What defines them? Why does anyone strive to uproot things that define them? To be loved or to be fortunate? Being fortunate to be loved. Everything is a potential question and we'll never know. If you were watching closely, it's not that hard to find answers. We often forget to accept the idea of living, mistaking it for existing. Things might get tipsy, but we don't remember that rain is capable of destroying roads even though their elemental constitution is vastly different. Why do we constantly chase perfection? Perfection is an illusion, a terrible vantage point, and just a spark away from self-destruction. No matter what, you're going to lose people in your life, and you realize that no matter how much time you spent with them or how much you appreciate them and told them so, it will never seem like it was enough. The older you get, the more people disappear, and that's how it works. One day you're missing the company of someone, and the next day you'll remember a less that they are gone. You adapt to change, and it doesn't make you a bad person to move on. That's life, and that's how people are. But there are ways of understanding people that do not require words. And if you look close enough, you could see a lot of life and a little bit of death burning through their eyes. And sometimes it says more than we could ever explain or imagine about ourselves. Why must it be so hard for us to come to understand that there are things we cannot change, hidden amongst the things we can? For we can rearrange our hearts, dust out the corners of our minds. We can teach our eyes to see only the things we wish to find. Yet once we decorate our walls and sweep our sorrows off the floor, why do we look to someone else to show us how we can be more? For here is where the line between our can and can't gets tough. The point at which we all must learn that we are already enough. That since we cannot choose the home our only soul was born into, we should rearrange its rooms, but learn to love its windows view. You can't let people scare you. You can't go your whole life trying to please everyone else. You can't go through life worried about what everyone else is going to think. Whether it's your hair, clothes, what you have to say, how you feel, what you believe, and what you have. You can't let the judgment of others stop you from being you. Because if you do, you're no longer you. You're someone everyone else wants you to be. We spend so much time in involving ourselves in other people's lives that we never get time to bring about a difference. Here, difference has a completely different meaning too. In today's world, all of us are the same different, and in the end, we are a part of the herd which we were fighting to free ourselves from. How do we escape this labyrinth? Well, we can't. But I can promise you one thing, that somewhere in the timeline, everything will make sense. You'll reach your convergence point, and in that moment, everything will come to a standstill, and everything you've done till now will flash in front of your eyes, and surprisingly, everything will make sense. All the broken pieces will find each other, and you'll never pause to ask how. because it's your convergence, and that's how it is.